What's up, YouTube? Timmy's here. Here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films that are coming out this week, whether it be as dear streaming, etc. Alright. Now, one of the big ones we got this week, we of course got Kills of Flower Moon, directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Leo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, Brendan Fraser. I mean, talk about great cast here. It takes place in 1920s, where members of the Osage Native American tribe of Osage County, Oklahoma, are murdered after oil is found on their land, and the FBI decides to investigate. And this movie looks terrific. I mean, you got Scorsese, DiCaprio, De Niro, Fraser, John Lithgow. I mean, talk about great cast here. It looks amazing. It is based, it is also based on a book, so there's that too. So I'm all for this. I'm definitely going to be seeing this this week. So hopefully, I'll end up enjoying it. But 3 hours, whew. Yeah, probably gonna ease up on the the popcorn and drinks, obviously. But yeah, anyway. Now out on Netflix, we got the new comedy Old Dads, which stars Bill Burr along with Bobby Cannavale. You also have some other interesting cast members here too. Let me post some of it. You also have besides Bill Burr, who also directs this. Let me post some other. Oh yeah, you have Bookie Woodbine. Oh, always frees up on his name. You got Katrina Bowden. Now I actually did saw a test screening of this last year. But when I go see it, I'll actually go ahead and do my review for it when I actually do also rewatch online on Netflix, I should say. So I'm looking forward to checking it out again. I mean, you got Bill Burr, who's always terrific, so could be interesting to see again. All right. We also got a couple of Netflix movies coming to limited release. Like we got Payne Hustler with Emily Blunt, and we also got Naiad with Annette Bening. That's coming limited release this week, but they will premiere on Netflix in the coming weeks. So there's that. On Netflix, we also got this documentary that I actually just checked out, um, which is called "The Devil on Trial." Now, "The Devil on Trial" explores the first and only time demonic possession has officially been used as a defense in the U.S. murder trial, including first-hand accounts of alleged devil possession and a shocking murder. Now, this also inspired the recent Conjuring film, Conjuring Devil Made Me Do It, which was pretty decent. I just saw this on Netflix and talk about interesting film right here. I mean, it's crazy to believe that this actually really happened, but it really did. So yeah, if you guys have not really seen the the Devil on Trial, it's on Netflix. Give it a go. It's a really interesting documentary. All right. We also on Apple. We also got another documentary called The Pigeon Tunnel. Filmmaker Errol Morris pulls back the curtain on the story, life, and career of David Cornwell, the former spy known to the literary world as John Lee Carrera. Of course, John Lee Carrera. His stories, of course, got turned into features before, such as Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, um, the Night Managers. So yeah, this actually looks like an interesting documentary to check out. I mean, to be honest, I never really read John Lee Carrera's book, but I have seen lots of his adaptations, so this could be interesting. All right. On Amazon, we got Silver Road Dollar, where members of a family fight to reclaim land that was unjustly ripped from their ancestral embrace. That looks really intense and interesting right there. Uh, we also on Shutter we got a horror film called The Night of the Haunted. Went out, which is directed by P2 and Amityville Awakening director Frank Kalfan, where like Alice stops at a remote gas station at night. She's made the plaything of a crazy sniper with a secret vendetta. To survive, she must figure out who wants her dead here. And the trailer for this looks really creepy. I mean, it looks like it's a cat and mouse game here. Looks pretty fun. Check out. So could be a train. All right. We got a couple of documentaries coming out this year. Like besides, the Pigeon Tunnel, Devil on Trial, and the Pigeon, and Silver Dollar. Other documentaries out this week. Most of them are most going to VOD and stuff. We got The Haunting Lodge, which is an unscripted investigative documentary. American filmmakers Kendall and Ware are actually film a remote haunting lodge in Georgia that has been experiencing paranormal activity for over a decade. Dan, the desperate lodge owner, is searching for answers as the hauntings are scaring hunters away and could ruin his business. That looks pretty creepy right there, so that could be intriguing. All right, we got something called the smell of money. What is the price some pay for the world's poor? North Carolina residents take on one of the world's most powerful companies in a right for their in a fight for their rights to clean air, pure water, and a life free of from the stretch of pig. I kid you not, pig feces. So, yeah, that could be interesting. See, we got something called Full Circle, where like an unblinking examination of the challenges of spinal cord injury, SCI, and a celebration of the growth that such tragedy can catalyze. That could be interesting, Doc. We got Invisible Beauty, which explores the life and career of Bethany Hardison, who also directs us, following her journey as a model, modeling agent, and activist. It features the likes of Whoopi Goldberg, Zendaya, Naomi Campbell, Tracy Ellis Ross, Tyson Beckford, and many others. I mean, I don't really know too much about the fashion world, but I do love interesting documentaries like this, so it could be interesting. All right, we also got a film called Cassidy, which stars Sarah Wisegrass, who's best known for starring on the appearing on the Netflix series Genie in Georgia. A teen girl's wilderness hike with friends spirals after they stumble upon a crash drug plane, forced to outwit a ruthless gang and face an enemy worse than drug smugglers. And this, to be honest, does not look great. I mean, some of the characters don't look all that likable. The dialogue looks terrible. So, yeah, I'm not really all that interested in that. We also got a film called the Persian Lesson, which is about Leah, who's an Ireland American woman who tries to find balance and embrace her opposing cultures when her large family reunites in New York City for her father's heart transplant. She keeps everyone at arm's length until a secret is revealed. And the trailer for this is intriguing. I mean, this trailer came out of nowhere. Like, I did not really knew much about this film beforehand. I think the trailer looks really terrific. I mean, this movie has an Iron American cast, so I think that sounds intriguing. So could be interesting. Say, all right. We also got a film called Rage Show. Where sixth grade students at Jose Urbana Lopez Elementary are among the worst performing students in Mexico, with the world one with their world one of violence and hardship, not possibility. It might seem like a dead end, but it's perfect. But it's a perfect place for new teacher Sergio Jerez to try something different. Now, this stars actor Eugenio Derbez, who, of course, was in the Oscar-winning film Coda, a couple years ago. He was also in stuff like Sharks Is Not Included, Jack and Jill. Uh, to be honest, I actually always call him the Mexican Adam Sandler. Like, I always got a bit of a Sandler vibe from him at times. And the guy is hilarious. And seeing him, like, do dramatic stuff like this sounds intriguing. So could be interesting. Say, I mean, I do love a good film about teachers and stuff like that. Whether it's something like Dead Post Society or Good Will Hunting or something like that. So this could be a try. All right. We also got Oh yeah. Also out this week is a film called The Post, not to be confused with the Steven Spielberg film of the same name. It's an edgy revenge thriller step in the yet undetermined boundaries of social media crime and punishment. And yeah, that could be good, but the trailer didn't do much for me. We also got a movie called The Other Zoe, which is also coming to Amazon too. Where Zoe is a brilliant college student who is determined to challenge the conventional ideas of love and dating. Her life soon gets upside down when an emissatic mistakenly believes she's his girlfriend, who also happens to share the name Zoe. It stars Josephine Langford from those not so great actor movies. It stars his actor named Drew Stocky, as well as Archie Renard, who was just in Gran Turismo. And to be honest, the trailer for this looks terrible. I mean, Josephine Langford is also the sister of Catherine Langford, who you might know from 13 Reasons Why fame. But yeah, this looks just awful. It does not look all that interesting. I mean, obviously we know what's most likely gonna happen at the end, but yeah, it doesn't didn't really do much for me. All right, we also got a comedy out called Trip Up, where aspiring chef Lizzie sets off with her friends to compete in a prestigious food festival. What begins as a calculated career move quickly turns into a heartwarming adventure. It features the likes of Leah Lewis, who recently voiced the character of Amber in Elemental. You also got Ariel Winter from Modern Family fame, Joe Ellen Pellman, who was in Netflix's The Prom a couple years ago, and you also got Vanessa Williams, and and the trailer actually looks really heartwarming. I mean, definitely looks like a really interesting female girls trip based film. I mean, I think got a bit of like a Joyride vibe out from the trailer. Which of course Joyride is maybe one of my favorite films of the year. So this looks like it could be really interesting. Looks charming. Looks pretty raunchy too. So I'm all for this. We also got a movie coming out called Sick Girl. Yeah. Here's what the film's about. Um, when Ren Pepper, played by Nina Dobrev, feels her closest friend slipping away, she lets loose a little white lie that snowballs into a colossal life-altering event. Um, it is directed by Jennifer Krem, and I kid you not, she pretty much pretends she has cancer. Yeah, that's literally the premise of this movie. And it stars Nina Dobrev along with Brendan Michael Smith. Speak of Joyride, Sherry Cola, who was great in Joyride. You also got Ray McKinnon, Dan Beccarada from Life is in Pieces fame, as well as Wendy McKinnon-Covey from the Goldbergs fame. I like Nina Dobrev. I like the cast involved, but this looks terrible. I mean, you got Sherry Cole, who I thought was terrific in Joyride and Shortcoming. I guess every actor has a bad day in the office. Well, granted, she's not behind the film, but yeah, every actor who's been in good stuff has been in some terrible stuff, and this looks like it's going to be a not so good movie that Sherry's falling Joyride up with. So, oh yeah, this also looks offensively bad. I mean, seriously, that is literally the most that's a dumb premise right there. So I don't know. It could be good, but yeah, just I mean that's pretty inappropriate right there. Anyway. Also out, we got an action thriller called Leo Bloody Sweat, which is a Bollywood film. Uh, now, I haven't really watched too much. I barely watch much Bollywood films. But if you guys don't know much about the story about this one, let me pull up what this is about. Leo is an upcoming Indian Tamil action thriller, and it stars Vijay as a title character. And this does look pretty bloody right here. Let me put what the film's about there. Yeah, here's the premise. Um, Probabin Favi is a chocolatier who gets targeted by gangsters at Antone and Harold Das as they suspect him to be their estranged brother Leo Das. And this does look like it could be a really bloody, fun film, so that could be a intriguing to see. All right. Now we also got the Western Butcher's Crossing, starring Nicolas Cage, Paul Raci, Fred Hatchinger, an Ivy League dropout travels to Colorado wilderness, where he befriends a team of buffalo hunters on a journey that puts his life and sanity at risk. And yeah, this is definitely one of those like Nicolas Cage films where he just in for the paycheck. I love Nicolas Cage, but yeah, there are some. He still does these movies where he just is in it for paycheck. But yeah, but hey, Nicolas Cage is always great. Like his recent movie, The Retirement Plan. You guys gotta watch that. That's really fun too. Um, Barrow Away of Massive Talent was great. I mean, he's been some terrible stuff, but yeah, Nicolas Cage Western. Like we just had The Old Way that also got released. So hey, I guess Nicolas Cage is really trying the whole Western stuff nowadays. But anyway, now we also got lots of horror stuff to look forward to. Um, besides Night of the Haunted, that's on Shutter. Here's some of the horror films coming out. We got Hey Ride to Hell, which stars horror icons Kane Hodder and Bill Moseley. A farmer exacts bloody revenge against townspeople, including the local sheriff, who wants to steal the farm that's been in his family for 200 years. And I saw the trailer for this one. It looks bloody fun. I mean, you got Bill Moseley, who is pretty much a horror icon right there. Kane Hodder, he, Kane Hodder needs no introduction. He played Jason Voorhees, Victor Crowley. Kane Hodder is a living legend there too. So seeing those two pair up, going toe to toe with each other, that could be a thing to see. So, all right, we also got a horror film called Kill Her coming, where where Maddie and her friends go on a weekend trip to the woods to to plan Maddie's wedding, setting setting near the camp of Miss settling near the camp of Mr. Rogers. Which they could have called him someone else, but anyway, with no phone signal. Their trip becomes a nightmare when they start dying and secrets is revealed. And the preview for this, I admit, did not really do much for me. I mean, I love a good revenge, like a good cat and mouse horror film, but yeah, this just don't look all that great in my opinion. Looks pretty generic. Looks pretty terrible. So yeah. All right. Also out, we got Three Blind Mice, which is yes a horror film based on the nursery rhyme classic. We're under the direction of Peri B and penned by Lucas Kelly. Three Blind Mice follows the Charlotte's journey of young Abby, ensnared by the claws of drug addiction. As she discovers there are monsters inside and outside her body. This looks pretty bloody fun. I mean, it looks pretty dumb, but hey, it is pretty much like the new lore of turning children's stories into horror killers. Like there's that Mary Have a Little Lamb one. We just had Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. So yeah, this is pretty much a trend we're going to continue to be saying. All right, we also got a horror film called Caddyshack, which pretty much looks like a horror version of Caddyshack. Like it's pretty much like, let's say, Caddyshack meets Gremlins. So sign me up right there. Uh, a golf course in dire fictional trouble is the scene of a string of catty murders as at the paws of pesticide mutated gophers. While the greedy owner Other facility tries to cover up the carnage, and an unhinged groundkeeper wages an all-out war on the vicious vermin. This looks bloody fun too. I mean, the gore looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks stupid, yes, but I'm all for it. So sign me up here. We also got Malibu Horror Story, which is a found footage horror film here, where terror strikes when paranormal investigators explore a sacred cave to uncover clues, sub surrounding the disappearance of 4 teens. And this actually looks intriguing. I mean, I'm getting a bit of like a Blair Witch Project vibe here. It definitely has a bit of that vibe, so could be intriguing. I mean, it's really cool to see like the found footage pretty much trying to make a little bit of a comeback here, but we'll actually wait to see how this one shapes up. We also got a horror film out this week. That's actually coming to Phantom Events, called Onyx, the Ferocious, and the Talisman of Souls. This is directed by Andrew Bowser, who's also done like mostly other stuff here. And it's saw some really cool horror icons. Like we're talking Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton, so pretty much a reanimator reunion. And trying to pull up what the movie's about. All right. Now here's the premise here. Fledgling acolyte Onyx and a group of worshippers attend a once in a lifetime ritual at the mansion of their idol, Bertok the Great. And like we got, Jeffrey Combs is in this, Terrence C. Carson, who appeared in Final Destination 2, Ralph Ensign from The Witch fame, Andrew Bowser plays the lead character here. I mean, talk about interesting horror icons there. So, and this movie looks like it's gonna pay homage to like those classic '80s B level horror movies we've seen, and it looks dumb, but it looks like it'd be really fun too. I mean, come on, seeing Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton reuniting is always a given. Like, if you guys never seen Reanimator, you're missing out. That movie is great. So I'm all for this. Hopefully, it could be interesting too. All right, now we also got lots of TV out this week too. Um, we got on Netflix. We got something called "I Woke Up Dead." I woke up as a vampire. Which is a Canadian vampire film where Connie Henley wakes up on her 13th birthday to discover she suddenly has supernatural powers. With the help of her best friend Kev, she discovers she's a vamping, half human and half vampire, and that looks like it could be really fun too. You should check out. On Hulu, we got a documentary called "Living on the Dead," which is hosted by Kristen Stewart and is from the creators of Queer Eye. Five fabulous queer ghost hunters crisscross the country helping the living by healing the dead. And this was like Queer Eyes meets Ghost Hunters. I'm definitely getting a bit of that vibe. And you got Kristen Stewart as a host of this. Could be interesting, see? All right. We also got, from a vampire show to a zombie show to a werewolf show, and that is Wolf Like Me Season 2. Um, which of course is a show that has Josh Gad, who plays a single father living in Australia with his 11-year-old daughter Emma, both of whom are still traumatized with the death of Emma's mother, Lisa. And 7 years later, they meet Mary, played by Isaac Fisher, an isolated advice columnist recovering from her own complex emotional baggage. And however, Mary's baggage also involves a deadly secret that she fears she might hurt the chew because she is a werewolf. So yeah, I actually just saw the first season and it was actually really charming. Like the chemistry between Josh Gad and Isaac Fisher was interesting. So yeah, intriguing. Check out season 2. All right, we also got Bodies coming on Netflix, where 4 detectives in 4 different time periods of London and find themselves investigating the same murder. That sounds like it'd be really cool there. We got an anime series called Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. Technocracy ruled by propaganda and corruption. Super soldier Dolph Laserhawk leads a team of rebel outcasts on risky uncover missions to survive. That could be intriguing there. On Netflix, we got Creature, where like when, which is actually a Turkey series, where when tragedy befalls a reckless scientist in Ottoman era Isabah, his students uses untested methods to finish his work with devastating consequences. So pretty much it's a Frankenstein based story there. All right, we on Netflix we got something called Neon, which is executive produced by Daddy Yankee, who also has a role in it. This actually looks like, let's say, Empire, but with reggaeton. This is actually series set in the reggaeton music scene where an aspiring reggaeton star and his best friends move to Miami on a mission, weathering roadblocks and reality checks in their quest for success. And the trailer for this looks really intriguing. Looks pretty fun. I mean, I'm not like a huge reggaeton guy, but yeah, I know my reggaeton there. And of course, you got Daddy Yankee actually playing himself, so that could be intriguing to see. All right, on Netflix, we got this reality show called Surviving Paradise, which actually premiered in, I believe, the UK, and it's coming to the US, where like 12 contestants believe they're about to live it up for a summer, a beautiful villa. If they excel in challenges and secure strong alliances, they'll have a chance to compete for um, $100,000 cash prize. I'm not all that interested in that, to be honest. Yeah, so yeah, if you're interested, cool, but definitely not for me. We also got Upload Season 3 with Robbie Amell coming, which is, of course, that video game based series. There's Box Legacy Season 2, which, by the way, that's actually coming to Prime. But, I believe it's Riga is actually doing like a fan event special where it's showing, two of the episodes of the new season of Box. So if you want to see, Box on the big screen, good news. It's supposed to be playing. So I have not really seen the first season of Box Legacy, but I heard some good things, but never really got around to watching it. But of course, last but not least, the show I'm more excited for premiering this week, and that is Big Mouth Season 7. Of course, it is being renewed for final season. I cannot wait for this new season of Big Mouth. I mean, we got some guest voice appearances like I believe Eugene Levy is supposed to be in this, Megan the Stallion. So I'm all for this. I just love Big Mouth. It's so raunchy. You can never go wrong with the hormone monster. So it's not. I cannot wait to see other new season. But that's pretty much it there. Let me leave you guys. Which of these films or series are you interested in? Are you interested in Kills the Flower Moon, The Return of Big Mouth, Old Dads? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Samuel signing off.